The Monday, February 23rd meeting, regular council meeting of the city of Shamokin will start with a pledge to the flag and a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, roll call, please.
Councilman Duganitz.
Here.
Councilman Kaler.
Here.
Councilman Shuck.
Here.
Mayor McLaughlin.
Here.
All present and accounted for, Mayor.
Yes. Do we have any presentations?
No, sir.
Do we have any bids?
No, sir.
Do we have any correspondence?
No, sir.
No correspondence? Yep. Okay. Do we have any citizens' comments contingent upon business listed on today's agenda? Mr. Manning, please come up. Did you sign the paper over there?
I did.
Okay. And not to rush you, Edward, but we're on a strict timeline tonight, so 3 minutes, please.
Oh.
I know.
All right.
Do it in your quick voice.
No, it won't take no longer than that. Thank you, Mr. Mayor, City Council. Edward Manning from 146 East Independence Street. I'm here representing Oliver's at 144 East Independence. I have submitted, or my manager submitted, two proposals, alternates for an event that we do every year that we've been open, St. Patrick's Day event. The reason why I wanted to address you is because this is the first time we submitted two. The first one is our preferred, which would be to ask you to allow us to shut down the eastbound lane of Independence Street between Orange and Liberty Streets during the term of the event. That would be on my side of Independence Street for 1 block. The primary reason for this is because, once again, we're going to ask for a tent to be set up with music entertainment and other, for St. Patrick's, we also do, if you recall, the Finnegan's Wake, and we do a small parade, and we wanted to expand on that part of it. For the safety of the patrons and the public that attend, we felt that as we've been doing these events, cars get very close to the tent as they drive by on Independence Street, sometimes scaringly so. And I would hate to see anything happen to anyone or any other type of problem occur. So that would be primary number one. Number two would be the fact that we can expand what we're doing with the event. Now, in the past, I've heard objections to shutting down the street or portions of the street due to the effects it could have on business neighbors of mine. I came originally prepared to talk about some certain issues, except this past weekend, one of my neighbors had an event at their place. It was not an outdoor event, but it was an indoor event. And when I looked out the window, the parking spaces on the whole street were taken. And they filtered out for more than a block in both directions, and it was for the chili cook-off that supported the Hillside coaches. It was wonderful. They were full, but what happened is over at Oliver's on Saturday, we had one of the busiest days we've had in a long time. And more than 12.5 people filtered in during that event into Oliver's from that event. Proving the point that I've always tried to make, that when we have events like this, it doesn't hurt the surrounding businesses, it helps, it boosts them. And that was proof positive. Second, my regular customers still attended. We got so busy due to our regulars coming in and the boost that we got from the event that went on across the street, we couldn't handle it. We had to call in reinforcements and we still couldn't handle it. I think Councilman Shook was there for a while and could attest at the mayhem that was inside at Oliver's. And it's a good thing. I'm not complaining about it, but it just proved the point that to me, it doesn't matter what takes up the parking spaces. The fact is that they were taken up as the result of an event, and people still came. They parked down the street, they parked in the public lot, and they walked. And nobody complained. As a matter of fact, I got compliments on how nice it was to see so many people supporting the businesses in Shamokin. People were patient, they were waiting. It was a good thing. So I'm asking that you approve our first option for this event to be able to shut down that eastbound lane. If not, if you somehow see that there's reasons not to do it, however, I would also ask the consideration that we do approve other events for other people, and I ask that you be consistent where we shut down 8th Street, we shut down Arch Street for events, we shut down other portions of Independence Street for events that are not city-run. They are for other organizations or businesses. So I'm just going to ask for fairness and consistency in the policy to run events. If for some reason you still don't see fit,
I
to allow-
beg your pardon, but there's a saying that sometimes you can talk yourself out of a win. You want to stop.
well, I just wanted to point out the second option is there, and we did submit it. And
Can I ask you a question? Am I allowed to ask a question?
And most certainly, because we haven't seen this until tonight. It wasn't here for the work session, so council members are not familiar with what you're asking about, other than we're familiar with what's happened in the past. So yes, Mr. Bjorn.
One of the options is, because I always go by Mr. Psycho and Mr. Richardson to their discretion when it comes to business safety issues, and we do it. So I'll go through with Greg. But my other question was, will there be food trucks at this? Because
No.
because one of the stipulations the last time it was brought up were food trucks. And I'm like, in that particular area, you have more restaurants than anywhere else in Shamokin. We've got 5 or 6 different restaurants. So when you're bringing in, okay, I don't mind the tent and everything, but when you bring in a food truck, then you're starting to take away from the other businesses instead of it being shared. That was my only objection to the last one. So thank you.
So, yeah, Fuzzy, what's the difference between the two proposals? I think you were getting to that?
the second option, the second option is the way we always did it, where we just asked for the shutting down of a few parking spaces so we can put the tent, and the whole street remains open.
On Station Road.
Yes, they both have open container, or no,
Yes,
yes. But it says no, but you want open container suspended.
for the event area itself, yes.
You know, the one thing I heard tonight that does concern me as an attorney is there's a tent, it's St. Patrick's Day, somebody may have too much to drink, your cars are coming right past, that's not a good thing.
Agreed.
Mr. Psycho.
That's what I'm trying to think here, because that is a tight area, regardless with the parking. That's basically a single lane, you're inching to get through. And the way I'm looking at it is twofold. Number one, if we only have one lane of traffic, which is going to be westbound.
Correct.
I mean, your tent's gonna be here, that traffic's still gonna be right here. coming down the westbound.
But we've done it in the past with 2 lanes of traffic.
Correct.
Right.
No, I'm talking about if we shut the one lane down.
Okay.
I was talking about
We
that
would
way.
probably have to shut down both and just have reserve. I know we shut down from the light, or from the
Liberty
post
Street.
office, right there, right in front, yes.
Yeah, Liberty
That would be ideal.
and
Just shut
and
down.
Question is where would you turn
for,
to go back around? You'd have to actually turn the block before, right?
you would have to turn next to Shoey's.
Yeah.
You come down out by ABC Road, spin back out around
You're
it.
gonna come backward and then go back up.
You're gonna have to go
So
down,
you're almost going a block
and you're
before.
gonna have to make the sharp left field sign to get on water.
So you're almost to the end of the upper block.
And Chief, if you shut them both down,
Well, I'm gonna let that up to council. Just for safety, if council's considering this, I would say both directions. But one of the dilemmas I have is we're taking away a lot of parking. Having both directions closed, we're losing
I think it's about 15 spaces.
15, 20 parking spots. That would be my second concern, because I don't want to do one good thing and then have someone max, there's no place for patrons to park. Okay, but the only other potential thing would be is if the eastbound lane is closed and we let the westbound lane open only for patrons for the businesses in that area. There'll be no through traffic. If you're going to get at one of the businesses, you can come westbound and park.
Oh, so it's like a parking lane.
Well, you'll use that lane to park in front of the north side of the park.
How can we enforce this?
Well, that's what it's gonna come down to is the east lane is gonna be easy. It's gonna be blocked. We're a horse or whatever. The west lane, we're gonna have to make an announcement on that time. If we do this, it is only for parking, but you are probably gonna have to have someone there.
fire police or something.
Yeah, you're probably gonna have to have someone there, and that would be, the street will be closed, but we're not gonna have the fight where you're taking all the parking spots. So now, instead of just using parking spots, now we're shutting the street down, and now we're taking my parking spots. Am I right? Does everybody follow me on that one?
I understand.
And that's where
Sort
my
of like
dilemma
Market
would be.
Street, you're going down, you got your parking spot, and it's,
And again, safety wise, yes, but overall with the businesses in that area, you're taking. So that, I think that's gonna be something we can discuss, but it's gonna be an alteration to the. But I think that's something we can discuss.
can we get this, can we table this until Thursday and try to get a plan for our meeting on Thursday, our special meeting?
I don't see, would that in any way alter or harm
So this
your-
way we can clarify with maybe Mr. Psycho
Or come up with an,
Mr. Richardson.
a reasonable
We'll try to
idea
come
for
up with a
everybody.
reasonable plan.
I think that might be.
Yep, good idea, absolutely. So,
Thank you.
thank you, Edwin. And just so you know, it does say no for the suspended, so,
I'll ask that,
Yeah.
alter that for just the event area. And I apologize, I didn't.
yeah, that's okay, I'm just making you aware of it as I was reading it.
Okay, so citizens' comments,
Do we have any other citizen comment? Nope, so we'll move to the approval of the minutes. So we need a motion to accept the minutes of the city council meetings from December 8th, December 29th, which was a special council meeting, and January 5th, which was the reorganization meeting, and January 12th, which was a regular council meeting. Do I have a motion?
I'll second.
Motion by Mr. Taylor. Second by Mr. Giannis.
Yes, and thank
Anything
you.
on the question?
Yeah, well, thank you very much for, it was a good 2 hours worth of read after,
No, it was at least that right.
there's a lot of, Thank you.
Roll call.
Councilwoman, or Councilman Duganitz,
Yes.
Councilman Kaler,
Yes.
Councilman Shuck,
Yes.
Mayor McLaughlin,
Yes.
motion carries, it's unanimous.
Do I have a motion to approve the bill list, the bills from January as listed on the bill list? Or any questions on that?
I have a couple of questions, that's all. Check number 1308 to 1309.
Somebody, wait a minute, somebody make the motion first,
Oh,
and we get done
sorry.
with the
I'll make a
second,
motion.
then everybody can talk. Okay, now you need a second.
I'll second.
I just need clarity, that's all.
Okay. Go ahead.
All right, 1308 and 1309 dated 112 and 122. Electric utilities, Legion Gym, auditorium electricity, and then Legion auditorium electricity. Why are there two different?
There's two different,
I mean, they're both the same area. It says gym and auditorium, and then the other one says auditorium. One's for $140.54, and the other one is for $38. I mean, it's just a matter of $40, but it's still $40.
it's most likely a late bill if it is in fact the same account from December because we couldn't pay anything.
Okay. And the other question was, I see we're still paying for home rule.
Wait, say that again,
We still have bills coming in from home rule.
Okay, can you point that out to me?
I'm looking at 8289 for
Is
1/8.
it on the third page? Or the second?
Oh, I'm sorry, this would be the third page. Pigeon Creek Design Home Rule text message advertisement.
Yes, that was just brought to my attention recently. I'm not sure, if that was overlooked, but somebody just turned that in recently.
Okay, and then 8289 is just economically.
Yeah, so the Pennsylvania Economy League, we do have bills from them regularly. I think that's really more of a financial advisory.
Will we be done with that?
I don't believe anytime soon, simply because they have been attending our meeting, have been speaking with Val and Michelle in regards to our financials. We provide them with figures so that they can keep track of the course that we are on. For example,
So this
I don't
has
know
nothing
if
to
I
do
would
with home
call-
rule.
I would not, I'm not sure if I would call it a home rule expense. It's just their financial advice that they.
Maybe we can look at putting that as something else. Because as soon as I see that, I'm thinking, oh my goodness.
Yeah, they do participate in a monthly meeting with Brian Cottenstein and ourselves
yes.
on the financial side of it.
For example,
Maybe
Yep.
financial consultants or something, but it's, maybe get rid of that home rule.
I got you.
Yeah.
Just on the description.
On the description, yes, please.
Okay.
That's all I have.
that's
Thank
quite
you.
understandable.
Quick note of just presentation style, if we're gonna be referring to them in the meeting by check number, could we organize them in the future by check number? Would that be?
I can ask Michelle.
Okay.
Actually, I would like to show you a different way that we can do this that I had mentioned to her, and she said that she would be okay with it if it works for all of you. But I can generate a report like this from QuickBooks, and it saves a little bit of time. She has to do all this by hand.
Oh, yeah,
So-
yeah, true. I mean, it's better.
Show us at a workshop.
Yeah, cool.
At the March meeting.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
Just on Heather Regal one, it says refund for donation, that was denied.
Yes, so this goes back to about a year ago. I'm sure you're familiar with this. Some donations were collected, and then she wrote a money order for those donations that were collected in the name of the police department.
Yep.
We declined to accept them. So we had to refund her. It was a money order, it was non-refundable, so we had to cash it and write a check to her.
Then the police cop car, which,
Was fully involved with this.
And what was the other one?
the police cop car, I mean, I did speak, Bob answered that question, but I'd like to put it out there in public because of people might say, why is the cop car on there? And that is from prior month, and that was, funded, right?
Yeah,
So,
the last several police cars were either through totaled out because of accidents, through insurance and or ARPA.
just because I know people are gonna say, oh, we're getting all these new cop cars.
And we've had discussions to it, but when Val explained to me, it was just a place that had to be put to show that it was covered.
I just wanted to put it out. in
Yeah,
public.
absolutely, no, I agree.
Came from Brent.
And that's the.
Yeah, I think my friend, yes.
Long.
Oh, yeah, over 2 years. Yeah, over 2 years at least.
I just know how it comes across when people say, oh.
And even that was the question I had, but Val explained everything to me, so.
Okay, so questions, roll call.
Okay, who made the motion?
The motion was Mike, you made the motion, right?
Yes,
And
I
then just
made the
have a
motion.
question, Barry was second.
Where do you sit? Where do you sit?
Councilman Dennis?
Mike,
Yes, sorry. Yes, and that's what I want clarification. That's what I'm asking for, the clarification for that as well.
Councilman Shutt?
Yes.
Councilman LeBlanc, or I'm sorry, Mayor? Maloney?
Yes.
Motion carries unanimous, 4 yeas.
okay, we'll go to directors' reports, accounts and finance.
As
Excuse me, you guys, please, no side meetings here while we're doing this.
As the treasurer, it just got access to, the accounts. He doesn't have a, report to give me to read, so there's none for this meeting at the moment.
Thank you.
But I would like this time to thank Mr. Slavy and all the girls and this gentleman for helping me out during the process here, and I appreciate the interactions that have been given to me over the past few weeks.
And you get your own
And I'm
reports.
looking forward to a open relationship with everyone on board.
Thank you, the same. And finally, welcome aboard. Parks and public buildings.
Okay. Just real quick, we had our food distribution for January. It was cold. And I can't believe it's been 4 weeks already. At that time, we served 173 individuals, and adults were 27 new people came out on that freezing day. I mean, that was our.
That was one of the
show.
single digits.
Yes, and I just couldn't believe it. I mean, giving out candidates and you're thinking they're freezing in your hand. So that is still going well. Hopefully this next food distribution will be a little bit warmer. It's Friday. So it's this Friday at Claude Keeler. Every fourth Friday of the month, we do that. And it's from 12 to noon at the Claude Keeler Park. So I hope to see everybody there. I will get a hold of Mrs. Arnold from, and so the housing authority is notified. And as well as I will make sure that Michelle puts it in, and Justin, if they can share it on the city's web pages or social media to get them done. Other than that, I have not really much. SYBL is finishing up the championships. D division is going on right about now. And we should be crowning a champion at 7:30 tonight for the D division in SYBL. By Thursday, we'll be finishing up with that, but we do have basketball tournaments and everything like that, so there's still gonna be kids using the gym. It's been kind of rough because everybody's saying it's dusty. Please forgive us. We understand there's dust, but when there's progress getting done in the gym, you're going to get dust. So no matter how many times we mop the floor or we try to wipe them, or what's going on with that wall? Well, we're getting it fixed finally. So please bear with us. Next year, when we start up the league again, it will not be that way. It'll be finished. Thank you, Betsy, for your help with that.
That phase will be finished.
Yes, that phase is finished, yes. I really don't have much more going on because spring is around the corner. Can you believe it? March 23rd will be the filling of the Easter eggs for the annual Easter egg hunt, Mrs. Brown's Easter egg hunt. All I can say is that we're going to need a lot of help because, buddy, I think we are going to be breaking. I can't tell the news item how many we have. I'm sworn to secrecy, but I do know that we're breaking a Pennsylvania record for how many eggs are going to be out there that day. And so it's going to take us hours to fill them. It'll take 60 seconds for the kids to get one of them, but that'll be on the 23rd of March is filling the eggs. And the Easter egg hunt will be the day before Easter, so that's Saturday. So other than that, that's all I have, Mayor.
Easter egg hunt is on the same. Welcome.
To warms my heart,
Okay.
yes.
Just.
It'll be the Easter egg hunt will be at 1:00. Mrs. Brown will be posting, we'll have them, we'll have it right up in the paper. Also, City Hall, if you register early, you enter. Still have the golden tickets to get your Easter eggs. If you find the golden ticket in your egg, kids can get them. So all rules and regulations will be posted at a upcoming date.
Thank you, sir. So street and public improvements, we're gonna skip that. Public safety.
Okay, for January 2026, code enforcement revenue collected is $39,813. For code activities, for complaints addressed, 184, warnings, 28, notice of violation sent is 70, rental inspection completed is 6, posted unfit is 7, stop work order is 1, tickets issued 12, citations 43, fire calls 7. So on the fire bureau side, we have fire 7, hazardous situation 11, incident type undefined 3, medical 4, no emergency 18, public service 14, rescue 6, and a total of 64, and that's all I got.
Sorry, Barry, how many fire incidents?
64 total.
64. With that cold snap that we've had.
Yes,
What a great job they've done.
they're getting hammered. They were getting hammered.
That's it.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Control.
So one of my goals when I took this position was to go through and find places we could save money. I got the blessing of council, mayor, and our administrator, and I was able to, as a team, I should say, we were able to lower our wireless communications bill by $52 a month going forward. We were able to get a frivolous charge from one of our vendors refunded this week. And next on my list is our cleaning services. We're going to try and consolidate that and save as much money as we can in that area. And then once we complete that, one by one, we'll be done with every contract the city has. So I'll keep you updated.
Thank you.
And deserves a clap and say,
Yeah.
money.
Yeah, and I just want to say, as like, from the, budget and finance perspective, I'm just so glad that he's here because he actually cares
Thank you.
and wants to find problems and fix them, and I love him.
I couldn't do it without all of your help.
Treasurer.
At this point in time, I am unable to provide the accurate documentation as the normal as a result of me just getting into the bank account today. But I appreciate your patience and indulgence in the matter. And we, for other information, I picked up the taxes today. They were going to be sent out to the cutters, not today or tomorrow. And also met today with the HR people, and for the county and, dealing with some other issues there, which we'll deal with that at a later time.
Then thank you for that. And needless to say, again, welcome aboard, and anything that you need or any help, needless to say, we're all here for you.
Right now, I'm also looking at the exonerated, tax of people that exonerated. I was just looking at some of the issues like Old St. Edward's Church, Old St. Stanislaus Church is still, which was last deeded to the Muslims, is still showing St. Stan's Church, St. Edward's High School and all this, so we're gonna have to be evaluating, these so-called, exonerations and move forward on, trying to get them back on tax rolls.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
Yes.
Chief of Police.
Yes, sir, thank you. For the month of January, 1 juvenile petition, 27 arrests, 1 non-traffic citation, 7 traffic citations, 1 traffic warning, 142 parking tickets, 52 parking citations. Total calls for January were 1,051 and 2,697 miles patrolled. Also, I have a handout for Mayor, Council, Administrator. And this is gonna, actually with Betsy as well. As you know, we've been having lots of pedestrian accidents, lots. And just a couple things I've been trying to look into just to make things a little bit better if we could. And I know that Betsy's working, we have that grant for downtown for safety and whatnot.
Mhm.
Did I give you a copy? I'm sorry.
No, you didn't.
Okay. That is the cheapest price I found. That's LED and it's controlled internally, no running wires, no changing batteries, no nothing. Just something to think about. I've been out the last day just checking different intersections. You know, you're not gonna need them all, just heavily traveled, just something to alert you. So that was just something, I didn't know if that's something we can look at through grants, I didn't know.
So can I speak now? Do you want me to-
Sure.
So what I would suggest is I will send this over for the work that we're working on at Independence Street now and incorporate it now. So the grant that we have for the Safe Streets and Roads for All, we're done with that.
Okay.
However, this fits into what was the initiations, or not initiations, the
Vacation.
It's been a long day. So, yes, I will send this over to our consultants who put together the plan and just see if for now we can incorporate it.
Well, the big thing, my big concern is Independence Street, because if we're getting it redone, we're gonna increase traffic down there.
1,000%.
And that's one of my concerns, if we could start there and work out, but it's just something to try and be proactive instead of
What
reactive.
about Sunbury Street?
Sunbury Street's a state highway.
We can't touch that with,
We can, but you have to get approval. My thing is, I want to reach out to PennDOT and Market Street being state highways.
I see there's a lot of access.
We can take out one that's literally on each end, coming into town.
Just some,
Well, the Safe Streets and Roads for All did focus on Sunbury Street as well. I was just
Okay.
saying, easy one is we already got funds to do the work on
Yeah.
Independence Street, so I'm just gonna ask if they can incorporate this in. Are you suggesting, so for Independence Street, each, crosswalk?
that's gonna be a lot. I would love to have each crosswalk, but that's gonna be a lot because it's gonna be 4 different directions.
Yeah.
How about the bump outs?
If not, mine would be Market, 8th, and probably another one focused a crosswalk up this end of town
Okay,
would be the main ones.
we'll be in touch.
Okay, no problem, no problem.
Thank you so much.
Yes,
for
no
sharing
problem.
this with me.
I had that. The only other thing is, a short executive reference to a contract agreement and also in reference to, parking enforcement and our trailer mini bike problem.
Okay, so you want an executive session.
At the end, please. And also, Mr. Mayor, one last thing, our mini bikes, which we know is a major problem. Where's our news item at? There you go. Just to let you know, with our mini bikes. this is for you guys. Our council members, our mayor are getting inundated with text messages, getting inundated with Facebook posts, getting inundated with emails. Do you want to know how many mini bike complaints we get called to the police department since January 1st? 3. And they were the same 3 people.
So they never contact you?
No.
They contact us.
Correct. And if you remember, I understand city government, but they shouldn't be bothering me with it. And I'm not being disrespectful, but the point about it is, for instance, I'll use the mayor as an example. The mayor videos and text messages and this and that of an incident that happened the night before. I've seen the one video, it's grainy. And again, we go back to when we get these mini bikes stopped, Bruce will attest to it, they're going and they're getting cited. In reference to this, we need to speak in our executive session because I have questions for council, so I don't want to go any further with that, with different things we're doing. Also, as far as our animal ordinance goes, I sent out a text this morning. I have not got a reply back, so I apologize. However, they are in a huge debacle down there trying to get positions relocated and everything else. So I just wanted to let you know about the mini bikes when we get inside. The thing is, for the paper, call the non-emergency line for mini bikes. Call them while it's happening. And again, with that being said, the people who are calling if they want us to try and control this, they have to be involved. They have to give us the information. They have to say, if they've seen someone parking and walk into a house, we need to know that. And hopefully it will help. I don't know if it's gonna, and again, the mayor and city administrator was like, see someone get hit by one of these. I don't want to see it happen. And the unfortunate part is, even though we're a small city, we're down the 5th ward and we're getting a call for a mini bike out on BVA. Well, by the time we we're doing to get the BVA, it's gone. But if we know who the caller is, and we can go to them and say, is it someone from the neighborhood? Have you seen it before? Have you seen it parked at someone's house? We could further out the door, we go and knock on the door and say, hey, this so-and-so have a mini bike, yeah.
I agree, because there are many times I get a phone call or something, oh, I talked to Councilman Keeler already and nothing's being done.
And I think where they're saying nothing's being done, to a point correct, because at the point in time everyone's being notified, there was nothing we can do. The mayor's aware of it. I had a discussion with a person in the parking lot who showed me a video. And I asked this person if they can identify the driver. He said, no, it's your job. I says, but I'm unfamiliar with them. And they says, well, don't you have something that you can identify him with? And that was an hour conversation. And I know it's disheartening. We have the problem. I know that. And hopefully we can curb it before someone gets hit.
Yes, just, I guess, on this, for the citizen side of it, please know we are desperately trying to get to the bottom of that. We are not ignoring the issue. Pardon?
Am I allowed to ask a question?
Sure.
Wait a minute.
No, he's fine. Go ahead.
I've been having problems, just for example, with a lot of scooters on Sunbury Street. And they're just coming up the wrong way, they almost went into me sideways a couple of times. And it's selective to a few that I know where they reside. And I never filed a complaint or anything like that, but I'm just worried about somebody getting hurt, killed, or run into a vehicle just because some of them are running in the wrong direction on the street.
Mhm.
So I don't know if that's part of your task force issues here.
Yep, it will
It's all
be,
combined.
yes. If
It's all
you can get that
combined.
information to the chief, he can most certainly look into it.
Scooters, e-bikes, and a lot of this stuff, Mr. Mayor, Mr. Slavy's aware of it. This is all new. And as far as enforcement, we're just now starting to get information down on enforcement of it.
Oh, this is not just the city of Shamokin.
It's everywhere.
It's
Every chief I talk to has the same problem. I think just because we're so consolidated, it's more awareness.
So you're good, chief?
Yes, sir, thank you.
No, just ask it. CEDACOG.
Yes, I have quite a bit tonight. If you look at your update I provided to you
First of all, thank you to the news item. WNEP picked up a story that we're working on for the city of Shamokin, and that is through our EPA Brownfield grant. And we are doing a downtown storefront scavenger hunt. So if you go online and if you say, I don't know where the link is, I don't know how to do it, go to the public library, they have printouts of it. So you don't have to be into technology, everybody can play the game. So there's all different kind of things. There's historical facts. There's also input of what do you want for your downtown. You don't have to be a city resident to do this. It could be somebody who is a visitor, somebody who works here. But that is going on end of March, and then we're going to pick a winner, and they get a $50 Wise gift card. So really exciting, and as I said, it can test your historical knowledge of the community, but also it gives really good input to the gentleman sitting next to me of what do you want for your downtown. And then also, we're going to have a public meeting regarding brownfields and all the projects that are going on, the streetscape. So that's going to be taking place sometime the end of March. We just don't have the date yet, but I'll be reaching out to you, letting you know when that's taking place. Something that I mentioned last month also, we have an active transportation workshop happening, and that is free. It's all day. You all are way ahead of the games. You had the first Safe Streets and Roads for All planning grant in the region. So you already have this, but it would still be good if anybody from the city would like to come to this. You're certainly welcome to. It's free. And I'll probably be presenting about your Safe Streets and Roads for All grant. Next up is the Independence Street Downtown Makeover. We are going to be doing a groundbreaking sometime in the end of April, on or around April 20th. So April 20th is the first day that we are actually allowed to do any work there. So we'll probably want to make it around then. Because these funds were originated from Congressman Muser, I'm working with his office to find out when they can make it here. I'll also be reaching out to you all, finding your preferred time and date for. We will have it down on Independence Street. Very exciting for this project. Yes.
That's the thing that you and I talked about on Friday.
It is. Yep, absolutely. So it would be probably the week of the 20th, but we'll be working with you all to find out when is best for you all. We will also be inviting Senator Culver, Representative Stair, all of our legislators in the area. So we did find success with the CFA multimodal grant. We were able to get $250,000 for the Independence Street project. Just for your full knowledge, all total, we're going to need over $7 million for the whole stretch. So Congressman Muser got us $2.6 million. Thrilled about that. Now we have another $250,000. I also applied for $1.5 million through PennDOT's Transportation Alternative Set-Aside Fund. We should know within the next couple months if we receive that. You don't have to pay any match for that. So that's one of the awesome parts about that. So I'll keep you on that. Let's see. We also received another grant, and this was for the DCNR C2P2 for $248,000 for the pedestrian bike bridge at Volunteer Park in Claude Kaler. So that'll cover 50%. And then one of the actions that you'll be taking tonight, if you so choose, is to allow me to write a grant for you for DCED's Act 13, and it's called Greenway Trail Recreation Program, or GTRP. And that is one that covers all but 15% match, but your DCNR can match that. So you probably won't have any funding that you actually have to put in for this. So if you so choose, please vote for that tonight. Moving on, also pending council approval, I did send out to you a few weeks ago after our workshop meeting. I did a bit of a deep dive, and I'm so glad. Oh, is Edward still here? No? He ran. So the EDA group, that's your Economic Development Authority, which is actually an Industrial Development Authority doing business as an Economic Development Authority. That's a mouthful. They have been working for probably well over a year
on how to get your downtown. You have an eligible district, historic district, which means whenever we do any kind of construction work, grant work, it triggers, we have to do an historical environmental review. So even though it's eligible, it still triggers this. But there's certain things that you are not allowed to do because it's just eligible. However, the city has the ability under Act 167 to designate yourself a historical district. And I provided you all the steps, the legal steps to do this. And what I'm asking tonight is to once again, give me permission to help you for free. What we could do is actually bring you through that process, but we could be in alignment with your zoning work that's already being taken care of. So what I did is I sent this information to your consultant, Michelle Brummer. I just wanted to make sure, am I accurate? She said yes. I said, can you just be that eye on everything that's happening? And she said yes. So what I'm suggesting is, so if you look on the second page, and this is under the what are the legal steps, you'll see step 2, prepare a historic district group. You already have this through the EDA. They all have already been working on this. Justin has tons of background information. So what I'm suggesting to you all is no need to recreate the wheel. Ask them if they can provide you what their suggestion is. Then you all are the body, though, that has to determine. And so you take your time, read through what's actually required. Also, so there's something called, and that's a historic architectural review board. You are allowed to set that up. But once again, this has to be council, not EDA, not anybody else. So council has to create this HARB, and there is guidelines on who should be part of that. Once again, it's all listed on here. So take your time, read through that.
Where is the HARB?
So the HARB is second page, Mike, and then at the bottom you'll see HARB composition requirements, and it says under Act 167 HARB must include. But you can't, it says there, if those professionals aren't available locally, the ordinance allows flexibility, but the attempt must be made. And this is not just limited to these folks. So you could add something like Val has mentioned, she would love to be a part of this. So you can add others, but they do want you to try to get these folks on the HARB. What's very important to note, though, is once again, when the HARB, and I've already reached out to find best practices for HARB, so I will provide that information. I'll also be providing, when you come up with your HARB rules, that all will go to Michelle Brummer, who's working on your zoning, to make sure it is in alignment with what they're working on, so you're not in conflict with that. And also that there's nothing that's put in there that would be detrimental to economic development or causing unneeded harm to your residents, where you can't, put double pane windows in, as was mentioned. So one of the actions that I will be asking tonight is to give me permission to proceed with assisting you. Once again, there's no funding involved. I'm not asking for any money. I'm just saying, can I help you, please? So that's on your list. Those are the only 2 actions that I have for tonight. On your second page of your report, we are still trying to get PEMA to come here to talk to the city. As you're aware, we were successful getting the FEMA appealed for your flood insurance rate map. So you were successful with that. But PEMA was still supposed to come here and talk to you all about it. So we're holding them to that. Also, if you look, we did on May 2nd, 2025, request $3.3 million and some odd change for the rest of the American Legion building. We didn't get that, so we're going in right now for the same amount of funding through fiscal year 27, which means I'm putting it in now. We sometime late next year if we're successful, but I'm asking through Senator Fetterman, they're in his office today, Congressman Muser, talked to them last week, and then also Senator McCormick. So we'll be asking all of those 3 entities for the $3.3 million for the American Legion building. So don't hold your breath, we might have more dust going. We might have more dust
I don't mind.
And then final, just a huge thank you to Val and Where we have had a bear of a time with DEP. The city so back when we had Matt McMullen, who was our AmeriCorps Vista, he was working on this DEP project. And it was municipal opportunities for retrofitting for energy efficiency. And he was working on it. He lost his job abruptly, so I got to take it over. Worked on back then. So he helped the city get a loan through DE, a loan, not a grant, a loan. And to this date, we still don't have it. So Val did get information that should happen this week, but I cannot thank you all enough. And I feel terrible for HBCI, who have been waiting since November, who jumped through hoops to get that boiler. It was for a new boiler, who jumped through hoops to get that boiler before it went to a deep freeze. And the fact that we've been waiting this long is, disgusting. And it's a loan. It's not even a grant. So with that, does anybody have any questions for me?
I just have, I know that we're on a timeline, Mayor, but I just want to say, I've got reached out, or I've seen on Facebook, and I've seen in the paper on Sound Off and everything, where you were talking about the bridge and the grant. Can you be more specific to the public and explain to them where a grant goes? If the city of Shamokin does not get this grant, and we cannot take that money for building a bridge to tear down blighted properties.
Or to give to the police to hire new police officers.
Yes, hire new police
Absolutely.
officers.
These are DCNR grants, or just like I said, I'm so sorry. And DCD, where I'm talking about the Greenway Trail Recreation Program. These are not grants they do not send you a check and say, have fun with it. They are specific for that purpose. So if the city of Shamokin didn't get it, somebody else would for that purpose.
And another city.
Another city, just like back when I know this city was taking a lot of heat for the illumination station pocket card. That's DCNR money. I mean, it's not for more police officers. Sorry. And like myself personally, I didn't get $1 from that. So I find it interesting when people talk about, council must be lining their pockets with it.
I wish.
If it helps, I didn't get anything.
Well,
I appreciate it.
just thank you for clarifying.
You're
that,
very
because I
welcome.
do know that people are listening to the council meeting
Yeah.
today and with the paper. Thank you.
And I try to say all the time that I am completely transparent. Now, I am not going to go to somebody's home or meet them at the Dunkin' Donuts and show them. But if they ever reach out to a council member and the council member wants me to meet with them and the citizen here at City Hall, 1000%, I'd be happy to do that. So all of our grants have been audited. We have nothing to hide. So really appreciate that. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. Thank you. That's all I have.
Thank you.
Justin?
Downtown manager.
I actually wrote down what I wanted to say tonight, so my mind don't go bullet point like usual. But I wanted to say that my efforts continue to be structured under the Main Street 4-point approach. It's organization, promotion, design, and economic vitality. For Shamokin, that means building a sustainable nonprofit, which I'm going to be going towards, and a leadership structure. So I created my own board with local leaders that are going to be working together to keep this sustainable. Coordinating businesses as a unified district rather than individually. Improving the appearance and function of the downtown to support property values, and using property data to guide blight reduction and redevelopment strategy. The goal is a long-term tax base stability and private investment, not just activity, but structure. In Shamokin, the 4-point approach isn't just an idea, it's how we move from reacting to the systems that support consistent growth. To consistently brand downtown under the City of Opportunity message, so the downtown is marketed in a unified way. And regarding the locally created historic district, the purpose isn't to burden property owners, it's to protect long-term property value. Without some level of design consistency, individual decisions can unintentionally impact surrounding properties The goal is to having standards that protect investments, not restrict it. That's all I have.
And I appreciate that last part of it, because historic districts can be very troublesome. We don't want that. We're just trying to make sure that we recognize what buildings should be saved and the architecture should be at least appreciated. Thank you. Okay, under new business. We're gonna try to break these down.
Yes, so I'm pretty sure, Mayor, you're gonna have to do these up on the top, number 1 and 9 separately.
Yeah.
So let's start with number 1. Okay, we're gonna do it that way.
Okay,
So you can see, sir.
so 1, I'm gonna request a motion to accept the resignation of Michael Dietz from Shamokin City Council by default.
So moved.
I'll second it.
Anything on the question?
Councilman Dugannon,
Yes.
Councilman Kaler,
Yes.
Councilman Shuck,
Yes.
Mayor McLaughlin.
Yes.
The motion carries unanimous. Number 2 under new business, we need a motion to appoint an individual to city council vacancy created by the resignation of Michael Dietz from Shamokin City Council by default.
I make a motion for Mary Angela Arnold.
Okay, we have a motion. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Anything on the question?
Yeah, she's gonna beat us. She can get away from us.
Okay, Councilman Dugannon?
Yes.
Solicitor Arnold, it's okay with what we're doing? Okay. Councilman Kaler?
Yes.
Yes.
Mayor McLaughlin?
Yes.
Congratulations.
Mrs. Arnold, please take your rightful seat. No. Oh, we have to swear you in to make it official again.
You guys,
Yes. By the flag.
okay.
Probably.
What's that?
Are you ready?
I am.
I, Mary Angela Arnold,
I, Mary Angela Arnold,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support,
that I will support,
obey, and defend
obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and that I will discharge the duties
and I will discharge the duties
of my office with fidelity.
of my office with fidelity.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's quick.
I'll send you downstairs.
Like I should have known.
Yeah. I have wait a while.
Yeah.
I don't think you're close. You good? My son might be missing. So that takes care of it. Okay. I request a motion to approve the controller's request to decline the controller's salary.
I'll make a motion. I'll second.
Anything on the question?
Councilman Dugannon?
Yes.
Councilman Kaler?
Yes.
Councilman Shuck?
Yes.
Councilwoman Arnold?
Yes.
Almost missed it. And Mayor McLaughlin?
Yes.
The motion carries unanimous. You can donate.
Welcome to
I'll give you my
volunteers.
account number.
Mr. Mayor, can I say a comment? John, I know we spoke about this, very admirable. Very, very job well done.
I have a question also.
Yes, sir.
Can I suggest where it gets put?
You're donating it, so I would say most
I'd
likely.
like it to go to the police department.
Sure, just because he said something nice.
I could help purchase those signs that he was asking about.
Because I know you told me different.
I don't think you can do that. It's not even coming to you. So it just has to go back into the general account.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. It'll get spent eventually.
But the gesture is appreciated.
Yes, very, and thank you.
So now we got two people at the table who work for free.
No,
No, we all do.
we all do. You only got two people that get paid.
I'll take it if you don't want it. I mean,
No, mine didn't want it.
Okay, so the next one, if no one has an issue, we'll combine 4, 5, and 8. If no one has an issue. As long as no one has a problem, we'll put those under one motion.
4, 5, and 8.
4, 5, and 8.
Okay, do I have a motion?
So we're, right, so you're gonna have a motion to authorize Betsy to do, to submit the grant application on behalf of the city in the amount of $250,000 for matching funds for the volunteer park. You're gonna have request a motion for Betsy from CEDACOG to begin pursuing the local historic district, and also request a motion to accept the resignation of Officer Mariah Petovich from the city police department effective March 3rd.
So moved.
This gentleman moved.
Okay, Barry was first, Dakota would be second.
Any questions?
I just hate to see Mariah go, but I understand.
Councilwoman Arnold?
Yes.
Councilman Duganix?
Yes.
Councilman Kaler?
yes.
Councilman Shuck?
Yes.
Mayor McLaughlin?
Yes.
The motion carries unanimously.
I will one comment on that. I'm sorry to see Mariah go, but at the same time, wish her the best of luck in her future endeavors.
Thank you all, appreciate it. No, I'm not.
And you, and good luck in your future endeavors. Okay,
You know, she has to pass, she still has a test. That is the first question. All the years I was there in Colton, the first question always was, and they were told by the chief of police, you find out where the mayor lives. Because that's gonna be the first question you're gonna get asked, and you know where he lives.
Nobody asked me.
I know he was a plumbing.
so
Just take for granted, you're gonna be there.
we'll go to item number 6. Request a motion to approve the 2026 police pension plan COLAs as presented by Gerard Pension Services.
So moved.
I'll second.
Kevin or Mike,
And Angie was the second.
on the question?
Anything on the question? But just look for public, the names of the 2 that were approved, or the list of the ones that were approved.
Judge, do we have to read that since this is the pension for the retired
Colas.
police officers, the cost of living,
The
adjustment.
cost of living adjustment to the 2 people that are collecting pension.
Every year, they figure it out. The city of Shamokin does not.
No, you have to follow the advice of your Gerard Pension Services. So
Okay, and their recommendation, there's 2, and I think what the mayor's saying is, should we say the names of the
yeah,
2?
that's public, is public money.
Okay,
You know,
okay.
at Columbia County, they post everybody's salary in the paper.
You want mine?
You got
Up front.
So you just say the 2 names, Mayor. Can you see it?
So we have Deborah Strasser, right, this,
The blind leading the
Yeah.
blind.
well,
This is
Deborah
Whitmer.
Strasser
Yes, sir.
and Susan Whitten.
Yes, sir.
There you go.
Police officer that was shot in the line of duty, and his wife. That's who gets.
So the roll call on that.
Yes, sir. And then I will properly notify the pension company tomorrow. Councilwoman Arnold,
Yes.
Councilman Duganitz.
Yes.
Councilman Kaler.
Yes.
Councilman Shutt,
Yes.
and Mayor McLaughlin.
Yes.
The motion carries unanimously.
Excuse me. I'm okay. Thank you.
The motion carries,
Unanimous.
I thought you were gonna make a speech.
A movie complaint plus a bar.
Everybody thought the chief had something to say.
Sorry, but your name's not on this year's list.
We'll go to number 7, request a motion to approve the 2026 through 2028 Shamokin Police Officers Association Collective Bargaining Agreement.
That's your rule. Somebody make a
So
motion. Duganitz. Second.
Mr. Kaler?
Yeah, I'll second.
Okay. On the question, I just want to say, for the rest of you, this is something that we've gone over with the labor attorney you've been a part of, and we made this available. This is what the Labor Party, the gentleman from our police department, and you as the governing body for Shamokin have approved. So,
And I'd like to say I appreciate the police officers and their negotiation in this too.
I wanted to say the same from the officers.
they did.
They
very well.
said it was very mutual and it was
It was very, very relaxed. There's a whole bunch of things you could say about those guys. They sat in there at that table and they represented themselves very well. And in the meetings that we had with them before our last one, they handled themselves very well.
And again, as I have spoke to many of you, speaks volumes for our officers. They know what's going on. They know what's going on in this city, trying to do that. And it just speaks volumes for those guys and girls we have. It really, really does.
Thank you.
No, thank you, honestly. Thank you, guys. And
So,
Did you vote?
Not yet. That was on
I
the
think we
question.
have a motion in a second.
We have a motion and a second. That was anything else on the question?
Councilwoman Arnold,
Yes.
Councilman Duganitz.
Yes.
Councilman Kaler.
Yes.
Councilman Shutt,
Yes.
Mayor McLaughlin.
Yes.
The motion carries unanimous.
Okay, and we'll go to we did number 9. No, we need number 9 yet.
Yes.
Request a motion to increase the city-funded portion of the deputy tax collector hourly wage such that the total hourly wage is equal to $19, including the portion funded by Northumberland County and Shamokin Area School District. So that would be for Paul in our tax office. Yes.
Did you make the motion, Mary?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Anything on the question?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
We're only paying a portion of this.
That's correct.
Yes. $6.30.
Well, not necessarily.
One third, correct.
Not necessarily. No.
It's supposed to be that, but we don't know exactly what the other two entities are paying. So, but we'll make up what it is if we have to.
But it's good to point out that you're only paying a portion.
We're only paying a portion of this.
A portion, but not necessarily.
So I don't want the
equal
school board saying, well, you guys said it, we're pulling out, and you gotta pay the whole.
That's being
No.
dealt with tonight by my cousin, who's president of the school board. I addressed that with him, and he was supposed to take it to the business manager as well as, they're supposed to be also in executive session.
Can we table, or can we hold on to this until we find out?
Will it hold until Thursday?
You don't,
You can find out between now and Thursday.
I don't, if I could say, I don't think that the aspect of it, you're saying just filling in the gap, whatever it may be, if, correct me if I'm wrong, so no matter what the amount is, then you are gonna be filling in the gap. between
Whatever they
the
get
county
agreement.
and the school district. So
Correct.
it's not gonna make any difference.
Right, so we want to pay them $19 regardless of what everybody else is paying. So whatever they decide to pay, we're gonna make up the difference.
Okay.
Well, either way, we should, I mean, we should pay the difference.
It works.
Counselor.
So you have a motion and you have a second.
Right.
Okay.
The question.
Roll call.
Councilwoman Arnold,
Yes.
Councilman Duganez,
I'm gonna abstain from this one, or, no, I can't vote on this one.
are you abstaining?
I just
or
don't-
Opposed?
I oppose. I like them.
Councilman Kaler,
Yes.
Councilman Shuck,
Yes.
and Mayor McLaughlin.
Yes.
Okay, the motion carries, 4 yeas, 1 nay. Okay, where are we at?
So now we're done with new business. We go to events.
Okay,
Needless to say, we have,
which you could do service like we've done before.
Yep. does anyone have, if you look through the events, table, the first event, number 1 is the Almonds event. We're going to table that until Thursday, okay? But we have to make a decision Thursday. So we have to get the information between now and then. So you have 2 through 23. Does anyone have any concerns, issues, or problems that we would want or need to take any one of the other ones off of here, and we'll approve them as one batch?
For everyone's information, and Valerie, you can correct me, there's no one different on here for approval or objection.
Yeah,
Than last year.
most of these are pretty regular yearly events.
So we're not putting something through that we haven't already had an experience with.
And we've already checked our city calendar. I would assume
Yes,
there's
sir.
no conflicts. Okay,
I'll make the motion.
so you're gonna do 2 through 23.
Correct.
I'll second.
Okay, Angie,
And Dakota.
Dakota. Any questions from any of the board? If not, Councilwoman Arnold,
Yes.
Councilman Duganez.
Yes.
Councilman Kaler.
Yes.
Councilman Shuck,
Yes.
Mayor McLaughlin.
Yes.
The motion carries unanimous.
Unfinished business.
Don't believe we have any, sir.
Well, actually, we do. How about Mrs. Arnold? Do you have anything from the street department and public improvements?
I do.
Sorry.
Haven't forgotten. Just a few, simple things. The snow cleanup from the big storm. I'd just like to commend the street department for the fantastic job that they did. Every morning out at 4 a.m., doing the big snow piles on the corners. We had 3 designated areas that we were able to put the snow. It got to the point where we were inundated with the snow there, so we did as much as we possibly could do. Some areas we could not attempt to get, and we had a couple complaints, but thank God it did warm up and we were able to get those snow piles melted down, but they did really a phenomenal job. During the snowstorm, one of our newer trucks, the 2024, had some engine problems to the point that the engine had to be replaced, but it was covered under warranty, thank God. And we just got it back this past week, and it's now back in operation and it's good to go. Kevin is working on the street sweeper schedule, and that will be available for the public next month. And we are still doing recycling, so if anybody's still interested in doing any kind of recycling, just call City Hall and we can provide you with the recycling bins and a copy of the schedule. And I think that's it. But I do have one question. Did we ever come up with anything about having the meetings down at the squad building to accommodate handicap
That we're going to.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're addressing me or him,
or anybody?
but yeah, we're going to go there.
Okay,
We're gonna go
okay.
there. If I'm not mistaken, I think Kevin has picked up some tables from surplus.
Right,
We have a couple of things that we have to deal with down there. For example, a PA system, we can't be picking it up and carrying it.
right.
You know, at Walmart bag every time we go down there for a meeting. And there was a couple of other things I know the mayor had brought up, and I think somewhere either he, being around him, he's like a walking secretary. He's gonna be able to provide me with the things that we approve, right?
Yes, sir.
It's
Yeah,
just a
we
matter
didn't, we didn't forget about it, but it most certainly kind of got shoved to the back burner because of everything else that we had to get done
Right.
the last 2
Okay.
months.
That's all I have.
Thank you.
Yep. No.
Send that over to the judge. If you would sign and give it to Angie to sign, not you, Judge.
No, I was looking at it.
Okay.
Make sure.
So,
the paperwork's signed.
Anything under boards and committees?
No, sir.
Solicitors report.
Actually, if I may, I'd like to be taken off of the agenda. A lot of times people think that as the solicitor, I represent the city of Shamokin. I don't, I represent this board. Okay? Every one of you has my cell phone number, every one of you has my email address. Some of you have been less shy than others about reaching out, which is perfectly fine. But there are things that I can't talk about.
You're saying as far as as a report?
Mhm.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So just take me off the agenda, please.
Is there anything else on the solicitor? That we need to definitely talk about something that we'll deal with.
Well, we're gonna have the executive session at the end.
How many hours is that gonna take?
20 minutes.
I'll take my phone and the gavel.
Could I get the other 2 gallons?
Well, it is right.
Everybody's trying to
You're gonna get me.
lead.
Okay, that'll work.
And myself, along with the solicitor, because that's what's going on there.
Is it,
Yes.
does it here?
We're gonna stay
Okay,
here.
good, thank you. Do we have any citizens' comments?
Joe, you have anything to say?
He's a man of many words.
Vanessa,
Off the record.
you don't want to air your feelings?
Well, if that's the case, then we will adjourn the regular part of the meeting at 7:19. And we will go into an executive session as soon as the room clears.
Val will shut down.
Yes, sir.
Oh, sorry.
All of a sudden, they're calling her and taking camera.
The only reason.
Shane,
Your wife and all.
Shane, you had one.
Yeah, they
I just told my wife
can't-
that.
In that way.
When I found that out.
Yeah.
And then it was Howard.
Yeah.